This AI outbound workflow has made my clients over $10,000 when reaching out to local small businesses while doing outbound. It's the same workflow that we used for deep social brands to help them add about $270,000 in revenue in 8 months. And it's also the same workflow that we used for Magnuson Film to help them close 2 new deals, including with one of their dream customers who wants to work with them for life. And in this video, I'm going to share this workflow with you, which has allowed me to get these types of results for my clients so that you can just copy me. And make sure you stick around until the end of the video because I'm going to give it all away for free. So let's hop right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so welcome to the AI SMB's outbound workflow. So I'm going to go over it step by step on how we actually do this for our clients so that you can just, like I said, just copy me, use the same strategy, and succeed when reaching out to these local small businesses, right? So really the only tools that you're going to need is clay.com, OpenAI, so ChatGPT, Smart Lead, and Outscraper. These are the four main things and tools you're going to need when reaching out to these businesses using this strategy, right? So the first part is just getting leads. How do we source leads? You'll find that when reaching out to small businesses, there's not that many on Apollo because Apollo mainly pulls his data from LinkedIn. So if you think of like the local plumber down the street, he's not going to be on LinkedIn, right? That's not going to happen. That's not his like forte. That's not where he resides. Instead, he's going to be on Google Maps or uh, yeah, just Google Maps, and that's where you got to scrape. That's where you got to build a lead list from. So to do this, you're going to use a tool called outscraper.com to find local leads. So here's like an example of how Outscraper looks like when you get into it, right? So for this particular example, I was just reaching out to Italian restaurants in Las Vegas, Boston, Los Angeles, and one more place. I don't even know which one it is. I forgot. But essentially, when you log into Outscraper, you have to think of this search bar right here as like a Google search. When a customer wants, let's say, Italian food, what would they look up, right? They'll look up Italian restaurant near me, Italian food, northern Italian restaurant, southern Italian restaurant, right? So you would have to input this thing up here, just like a search bar, like a Google search bar. So input your target market and their um, and what you're searching for up at the top, and then input the city that you want to reach out to. So if it's, you know, like I said, Italian restaurants in Las Vegas, Italian restaurants in Boston and LA, that type of thing, there, that's how you go about segmenting it on a geographical location, right? So log on to Outscraper and essentially input your target market, where they reside in terms of city, and also what type of companies are they? Are they plumbers? Are they roofers? Are they HVAC? Are they pest control? Are they dentists? Whatever it may be, just input them there and then input the city right next to it, right? So then what you'll realize, and if you've done cold email before, you'll be like, oh, okay, Arian, I did all of this, but I got a lot of info at contact at emails, right? And you might have heard in the past before that, okay, should I even reach out to them? These are not the business owners. These are not like the owners of, or these are not the emails of the business owners. Is it fine to reach out to them? And the answer is absolutely yes. Because if it's a local small business that has like less than 10 employees, chances are the office manager or the business owner is the one that's going to be checking these emails because they don't have that many employees. So this is the main email address that he uses for his company, whether he's a roofer, plumber, whatever it may be, right? So you'll get a lot of info at emails, you get a lot of contact at emails, and it's totally, totally, totally fine because, like I said, you're reaching out to local small businesses, and these businesses that you want to reach out to probably have less than 20 employees, less than 15 or 10, right? So these emails are totally fine, right? Then what you're going to do is you're going to verify, and I should have added this in the tools needed, apologies, but you're going to verify using dbounce and million verifier, right? So when you pull these lead lists off of these databases, whether it's Apollo, whether it's Outscraper in this case, or whatever it may be, you have to make sure that they're valid emails to send to, because sometimes when these databases will not pull the most valid and accurate data, the emails that might be outdated, they might be, like spam. So you have to verify these emails before sending emails out to them because it might cause your emails to land in spam. So verify using dbounce and billing verifier. So that really is the first step, right? pull the lead list and segment it based off of what cities you're reaching out to and what type of company it is, and then verify those emails. That is step number one. Pretty easy, right? So with that said, let's get into the second part of this workflow, which is now getting into the AI enrichment part, right? So in this case, we're going to use AI, and specifically ChatGPT, to essentially enrich the emails to make sure that it stands out in the inbox. You have to think of it like this, right? If it's a local small business that's been around for the last 20 years, they've seen it all. Like in terms of, especially if you're selling like marketing services, but even if you're selling like software, they've seen and heard it all. They've gone through, you need to SEO, you need to have a website, you need to get on TikTok, you need to have an Instagram, a Facebook, you need to try this software that is brand new, like has an AI chatbot. So whether you're selling a marketing service or whether you're selling a software, whatever it may be, these local small businesses, they've been pitched everything. If they've been around for over 10 years, if they've been, even for like 5 years, they've been pitched everything under the sun. So the way to stand out now is to enrich the emails to make sure to say things that nobody else can say or is willing to say, right? So I can use AI to do that. You're going to sync, first of all, clay.com and OpenAI. So you just need your ChatGPT 4.0, hopefully you have 4.0, your API key. Just look up how to do that. It's not that hard. It takes like 5 minutes max. And you're going to sync that and put that into clay.com. Then once you've done that, what you're going to do is, once you've inputted your lead list onto Clay, you are going to go to their site and ask it to find their local competitors, right? So the reason why we're doing local competitors is if you put yourself in the shoes of a local business owner, you know all of your competitors in your city, right? Like, if you're a dental clinic, you know the other dental clinic down the street that might be stealing your customers. So you're hyper aware of all the customers that you may have, or all the competitors that you might have that are stealing your customers. So for this strategy, what we're essentially doing is we're just calling out their competitors and saying, hey, it looks like this company and this company, or this first company and the second company, your first competitor and the second competitor are, ranking above you on Google, seem to be like the number one dental clinic in your area according to Google, right? And we're basically just pitching them saying, hey, we can help you beat them and become the number one dental clinic in your city by using blah, 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 blah. That's all we're doing. So once you've inputted that lead list into Clay and you've synced your OpenAI key, you're just going to go ask GPT to go to their site and ask it to find their local competitors, right? So you'll see here, we're just saying, this is the exact prompt. It's like, hey, using this company's website and their city and state, find me their local competitors, make sure it's the two most likely competitors. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but basically we're just saying, hey, find me their most local competitors, and then you'll be able to, you'll get the local competitors back, right? And I'll give this all out. I'll give this whole prompt away for free. Don't worry. And you should be able to just copy this so that you can just duplicate it in your website. So we input this prompt, and then I believe this is for audiology clinics. We get stuff like this back, right? So your hearing center, Miracle Ear, Tristan Medical Easton, Trinity Family Medicine. So like it literally just outputs their local competitors back to back, and this is hyper relevant data because genuinely if you're doing cold emails, this will look like you did your research and you manually reached out to them and found your competitors. So this is fantastic way to stand out in the inbox. This is very good, right? And you can also use the reviews essentially as well to use it as a first line, right? So this is another way to stand out in the inbox. I don't really do this as much. Like, we don't really like doing this as much as at our agency, but you can basically be like, hey, it looks like John was very happy with this teeth whitening service that he came in and got a few weeks ago. And then you go into the pitch. Again, this is okay, but it's not as relevant as the competitor one because you can it's easier to make the leap or the connection that, hey, Your competitors are ranking above you. We can help you beat your competitors by using our service or by using our software, right? That's an easier connection to do because it's it's relevant, right? It's relevant. This one is not as relevant, and honestly, for this one, it's a nice to have. You can throw this in the PS of a first email, or you can put this in the second follow up email. But this one is a nice to have. But here's how you basically do it, right? So you basically, and again, I'll give this whole prompt away for free. You're saying, hey, go to this website and go to their Google reviews or customer testimonial page. Find this customer review and then summarize it essentially, right? That's all that this workflow is about. And then it'll be like, hey, saw that Dr. Elena was very kind and comforting when helping a child get her ears pierced. Saw that Dr. whoever is very nice, thorough, and takes her time. Saw the review that Elisa G no longer asks. Okay, so whatever, right? So this there's just some. Okay, this one is not as good. This one is okay, and then this one's pretty good. But you're just summarizing a review that one of their customers or whoever left on their site, right? That's all the strategy about. This one, again, this one's okay. I would say if you're gonna do this, put this in the PS of a first line, unless your offer is related to review. So unless you have unless you're a marketing service that's related to like helping cleaning up reviews or getting them 5 stars or whatever it may be, just don't put this in the first line, in my opinion, or the second email. This is okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. So now that you have those two, getting the lead list and enriching with AI, we're not going to get into the scripts itself, right? So how are we going to write these emails? That's the main thing. So the way to actually go about this is use the competitor callout and obviously the review in the script. So here's like 2 ways you can do this. This is the competitor callout. Hey, name, it looks like competitor 1 or competitor 2 are the top choices for whatever industry in city, according to Google. We can help you beat your competition and make you the leading whatever industry they're in their city using our mechanism, interested in learning how. So if we're reaching out to roofers, we can say, hey, John, it looks like Dallas Roofing and Arlington Roofing are the top choices for roofers in your area according to Google. We can help you beat your competition and make you the leading roofing company in Dallas using our lead funnel method. Interested in learning how. And this, again, the reason why this works is it's so relevant to them, right? Every single business owner, and this has worked across quite literally every industry for us, whether it's roofers, whether it's catering companies, whether it is auto detail, whether it is dog breeders, whether it is even roadside assistance and towing. Like, we've ran this same workflow and same script for so many industries, sent out thousands of emails just like this, and it's worked and it's printed every time. It's because these local small businesses, it's the threat of competition for them. They want to beat their competitors. Of course they do. They know their competitors, who they are, and they have a good idea on who it is that they need to beat to become the number one in their city, right? It's on their mind a lot. So by doing this, you are literally helping them move away from, basically get a desire, right? So that's the reason why this works so much. Use this in your scripts. Guarantee you this will print. You can use this, but again, if everybody starts using this, this will start to get saturated. But some type of variation for this where you mention the competitors works absolutely fine, right? So that's that script, and then the other one is the review. So again, I would prefer, and I should have added this as an example, but I would highly prefer and suggest that you guys put the first line in the PS, unless your offer is related to reviews somehow. If you're, like I said, a marketing service that helps small businesses clean up the reviews, I would move this first line into the PS line. But anyway, here's basically how it is. You're gonna put the first line, and obviously the first line, wanted to reach out since we can help you do the offer, case study, learning more. So it's like saying, hey John, hey name, saw the review that John left on how white his teeth were after his cleaning. Wanted to reach out since we can get you 15 to 30 new orthodontic patients every month using our patient acquisition funnel. Recently, we helped Arian's Dentistry get over 600 leads over the course of 6 months. Open and learning more. This is okay, but it's just the problem I have with this is like this first line does not really relate to this offer, right? I mean, it's an icebreaker, like I said, it's a decent icebreaker because at least you're personalizing, but it's not as it's not as relevant as something like this, right? It's not as relevant as something like this, where it's like straight up saying, hey, this is personalization is related to them, and then literally the second line is helping them. So again, this is okay, not the greatest, but it's not bad. Honestly, it's honestly not that bad. But yeah, so that's the workflow. Let me show you how this works in Clay. So we are inside of clay.com, and here's how we do it, right? So once you import this in Clay, you'll have the name, site, city, whatever it may be. Basically, you're going to go to add enrichment, look up GPT, and then when you're at GPT, you can give it this prompt again. It's that same prompt I showed you there, using this company's website, find their competitors, and then it'll output you this right here, which is, hey, you're hearing center miracle ear. That's pretty much it. You're just going to ask it to go to their website, find out the 2 most likely competitors, and only output that separated by a comma. That's it. And once you've done that, you'll get something like this, right? It's it's pretty simple, honestly. It's not that hard to do, and it really only costs you 0.004 cents basically to get this entire thing. So like an entire leadless of this is less than like $7 probably. If you're reaching out to like 2,000 people. Then for customer reviews, again, you're just going to the website and you're just asking it, hey, go to their website, look at the Google reviews section of the customer testimonial page, extract the customer review, include the reviewer names, and how the business helped them. So again, this prompt is not as good as the other one I have because I haven't mastered it as much, but you can just play around with it, find something new. Clay also has this new help me feature, and you can just go in there and just search it up on how to just be like, hey, I want the AI to do this, and then it'll output you. It'll literally create your prompt, so it's very good. But you can just do that, and then it's like, hey, saw the review that Urban is excited to talk again with his wife after getting hearing aids. That's a fantastic one. I won't even lie. That's a fantastic one. So it's stuff like that that is very, very relevant, because if you're reaching out to a local small business and you're saying like this, like that's fantastic, right? That's like, they'll be like, okay, this guy's actually done his research and gone through our website. This isn't just some marketing spam email that I got, right? So that's fantastic. And again, mess around with the prompt on this, and I can give this entire workflow away for free. I'll have it in the description below. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you so much for watching. And if you found some value, press like and subscribe for more videos like this. Tell me in the comments if you guys prefer these Miro boards more in depth rather than just a talking head video, because I can go on here and just create like little simple flowcharts like this. I have like bullet points like this, and just go on more in detail rather than just having just a talking head so that I can show you visually. But let me know if you guys like these types of videos. But with that said, if you found value, like I said, press like and subscribe. And if you are a local small business, if you are a B2B business that's making over $30,000 a month, and you want to work with me personally and want to work with my agency, we're offering a current deal where the next 3 calls that we book you, if we deem that you're a good fit to work with us, are absolutely free on the house on us. So I'll leave a link in the description. And like I said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time.